Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Team R3G Saturday morning business teaching and training call. This is Jeff Lewis from Tampa Bay. Sound like a DJ on the radio, Chuck. Hey, welcome. We are so glad you're with us. We are going to value your time. This is going to be a well-invested 30, 45 minutes, hour of your time. You're going to want to have a pen and pad ready. Hey, we're excited to join you. Our fearless leader, I'm going to share my screen with you all. Our fearless leader, Mr. Brig Hart.
You just muted yourself.
Hey, good morning. Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, our fearless leader, Mr. Brig Hart, sent me a message. Just sent us all a message a few minutes ago and said, hey, I'm at this place right here at this boat show. You all gotta jump in here and take this teaching and training call. So, hey, so that's what we are doing. How would you guys like to be a fully free entrepreneur where you can kind of call the shots? And that's what Mr. Brig Hart and his wife, Lita, I see your hand there, Robert, have done. So welcome everybody to this Saturday morning teaching and training call. I see Sarah and the gang are dancing there. Hey, so get your pen and pads ready. We've got some people here on the call that we're gonna have share with you some really good breaking news, some teaching and training. Many of you know that we've been on this journey for about a year and a half preparing for this opportunity. And how many of you know when you're gonna build a big, tall building, you got to make sure you get the foundation right. The environment's got to be right. And this isn't something that we've been, that just happened overnight. This has been quite a bit of time in preparation, and we are now ready to launch. Can I get a amen and hallelujah, Mr. George Reed? Good morning. So, all right. Hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to kick this off right from the beginning. George, I'm going to have you oh, there you go, baby. George, I'm going to have you share. Everybody, I want to introduce Mr. George Reed to you. Central Florida. George, say good morning to everybody.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Hey, Chris. I'm excited. We got it.
Woo!
No more preparation. No more time to play. Now it's time to order 3, 6, or 12 cases. You know,
Come on, baby.
Excited. It's been a long time coming.
Hey, George, why don't you just share with everybody? We've got people all over the country on the call. We've got some people, George, on the call that are just joining in. They're just kind of starting to participate. They're just kind of coming in today, maybe their first call. So just take a minute, George, and just share maybe your past experience with Monavie, kind of where you are now. I know you've been preparing as well, and kind of what you see and what you're getting ready to do.
Yeah, man. Listen, I've never done this kind of business till this came into my life in 2005. So I'm not a professional. I was a professional at my job. I was a professional insurance investor and advisor. But this is a different type of business, okay? It takes a different type of approach. It takes a different type of a leader to lead you in this kind of volunteer army. And we've got all the right ingredients, just like we had in 2005. And I've been looking for the last 7 years for a company to have all the right ingredients. And there are very, very few out there. This industry is a huge, huge industry that most of us don't know how big it is. And there are a lot of companies come and go all the time. And Monavie was one of those companies that took on an investor at the wrong time, and that investor was smarter than they were. And that guy wound up taking over the company and getting all of his money back and sending the rest of it into bankruptcy. And luckily, praise God, that a company, Wendy and Randy, saw enough in some of the distributors that were left there and the excitement that this company did in just a few years that they said, no, we want them, and we want to bring them over to us. So in 2014, they brought this company over, and they set it on the shelf. And it's been sitting there for a season, and it's ready to be picked and be harvested. So we're excited to bring this back, but I'm just going to tell you guys, Brig told me to do a few things in 2005, and if I did those things, that I would have a very good chance of making $100,000 in 12 months. And I remember writing those things down, and I remember taking that thing home, praying about it, and I did exactly what he told me to do. And I went back the next week, and I said, here you go. He said, that's a good job, George. Let's see you do it again next week. And I did it again next week. Before long, guys, after about 4 months, my auto ship was paid for. So it wasn't costing me anything anymore. And I was making a profit of about $1,500 a month. And that's when I got it. I didn't get it until about 4 months into it, until all that happened in that 4th month. And that's when I got it. And I'm going to tell you something. From there, I got so excited. The first time in my life, I've called everybody in my phone. I don't know how many people you have in your phone, but back then, that's how we got a hold of everybody. We didn't have this kind of technology. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't even have an iPhone. We had flip phones. So I called everybody on that flip phone, and I asked them if they would be in business with me, if they would think about an opportunity to be in business with me, and that I would be following up with them and letting them try this juice. And that's all I did. I called everybody on my phone. Once I hit that 4th month, I did that, okay? I put one toe in at a time. I bought 1 case of juice, and my mom had a miraculous healing from it. So I bought another case of juice and gave it to some of her girlfriends, and they had a miraculous testimony. Testimonies from the product and testimonies from the income will come here real soon. You guys, I'm telling you right now, the testimonies from the product and the testimonies from the income will come real soon, in about 90 days from now. So we've got about 90 days to do something special. And the special part of it is picking the 2 special people that you want to share it with first. Don't pick 5, don't pick 10, don't pick any of that. You pick 2 that you really love, that you want a vacation with, that you really want to spend time with, that you think is sharper than yourself. Okay? That's the secret to the business, if there is one, is finding people out there that will be in business with you that you feel like in the back of your mind, they're sharper than I am. And Brig and the R3 Global System will teach you guys how to better yourself to where you can sponsor people like that. To the degree that I've learned so much over the years that I had a chance to go share with Brig about the opportunity, right? I was so bold that I wanted this so bad. I wanted to relaunch Monavie. I wanted Brig to help us do it. I wanted Jeunesse to back us. I prayed about it, and I went over to see Brig. And I wanted Brig to say yes or no. That's all I wanted him to say. Brig, will you help us? Is this something that you're interested in, finishing what you started with Monavie? I mean, what if, Brig, we could relaunch Monavie, put the ingredients back in there that was in there, make it better than before? Would you like to do it? And he said this. He said, look, I like to finish what I start. So, George, you absolutely got my attention. And
Hey,
from
George,
there, guys, go ahead, Jeff, what?
I wanted to ask you a quick question real quick. So, hey, back in Monavie 1.0, Monavie 1.0, give us an idea how much money, right here you are, you're in the financial industry. How much money did you make back in the day with Monavie 1.0?
Brig said if I did a couple things that first year, I could make $100,000. Okay, so I did those couple of things, and at the end of the year, I did make $100,000. Okay, but I will tell you guys, I placed a lot of bottles. Okay, every time I made money, I put it back into the juice and placed more bottles. That's what we did back then. So to the extent that $21,000 of that $100,000 was placed in juice. All right, I planted a lot of seeds with that income I made. He said if I did that the first year, Jeff, the second year I would have 3 times the income. But he didn't tell the truth. It was 5 times the income.
All right, so hold on. Let me just make sure. So everybody, some of you are new, just joining in. We are getting ready to launch 2.0. George, let me see that beautiful bottle. You got the new bottle. Hey, if y'all got the new bottle, Chris King, come on. Let's show the new bottle. Some of you, and we got some breaking news that we're going to share with you in just a minute. Look at this, baby. Go ahead. Drink it, feel it, share it. Hey, how'd you do that? Let me just.
Man, that just really tastes good. I'm not gonna lie to you. This really
Come
tastes
on.
good.
Hey, so let me just share this with you. For you that are new, again, Jeff Lewis from Tampa Bay. So a lot of us here, most of you know Brig. Some of you may not know Brig. Let me just I want to share with you a little bit about the story about Brig, and then we're going to get into some specific teaching and training. So remember now, Brig had taken this business, right? He had came down with cancer, he found this product. God led him to this product. And he ended up selling $3.5 billion. Now listen, there are businesses out there that do 100 million, couple 100 million. You understand the difference between 100 million, a couple 100 million, and $3.5 billion? Why am I telling you that? He knows what he's doing. He's created a push and play system. We're going to tell you about some of that. We're going to tell you about today, right? Chris and Ron, we're going to tell you about this push and play system we've created. But Brig has moved $3.5 billion already of this product, and we've got a silver bullet coming. We got a silver bullet coming. Hold tight. Now, what does that mean? He made $100 million. Anybody want to make $100 million? I mean, come on. Anybody? Is this your time? Right? We were talking when we started this call. That preparation, laying a foundation, right? We're kingdom people, right? We're spiritual people, and we are not ashamed. This is who we are. We are not ashamed to bring our relationship with God into business with us, right? And if that's not you, that's okay. But guess what? If that's not you, you're going to be blessed being around us, because guess what? We're going to take care of you well. We're going to tell you the truth. We're going to love you. We're going to serve you. We're going to help you. Well, Brig is a kingdom guy. And laying a foundation, you know that God made the oceans before he made the fish. God has prepared an environment for you to succeed. And here you are on this call today with someone who already did $3.5 billion, made $100 million. Ready for this? He helped 500 people make $1 million plus with this product. Who wants to be a part of going higher, further, and faster? Here you are on this call today. Here you are on this call today. So get ready, get ready. What we're about to do, I'm going to be sharing some breaking news with you, but let's get into a little bit of teaching and training. So you just heard from George. George produced a nice 6-7 figures in Monavie 1.0. He learned some things. Here he is again. What do you think is going to happen with George, his family? All right, so here, let me just do a quick little bit of teaching and training, and then I'm going to kind of hand this over to Chris. I'm going to hand this over to you next. Get ready. And then Chuck, I'm going to have you come on and do a little bit of teaching as well. Hey, guys, so as we get started here, we want to give you some training. How can you best prepare yourself? How can you best prepare yourself to take advantage as we are launching right now? How many of you like that idea? You're like, okay, hey, give me some practical things. What can I be doing right now so that in the next 30, 60, 90, I'm laying a good foundation, and by the end of this year, you've got a really nice, profitable business. Who's on this Saturday morning training call? That's what you want. That's what you want. Okay, well, good. You're in the right place. And listen, we don't believe in going long. So we're going to be done here in the next 30, 45 minutes. So get ready. Let me give you just a little bit of training, and then I'm going to pass this over to Chris. All right, so here you go. So how many of you know that people move product? Product does not move people. You've heard that before, right? So this is a people business. You're going to hear about our ABC program, Affiliate Builder Customer, Affiliate Builder Preferred Customer. Never been done before. You're going to hear a lot of things that have never been done before. So we already told you, Brig helped 500 people make a 7-figure income. So he knows what he's doing. And here's what's exciting. Here he is, going to be 67 years old, him and Lita. And how many of you know if you were 67 years old and you already made hundreds of millions, how many of you would be doing a startup? How many of you would be launching something brand new? What are most 66, 67-year-olds doing? They're just retiring, looking to almost do nothing. Well, that's not what God's doing with Brig. Brig is called to this. That's why he's so passionate. So here's a little bit of training. People move product. So you're going to need to involve people. Now, here's what George just said. One of the things we learned is that you don't just want to go throw mud on the wall. You actually are looking for some quality, people that God has given you favor with. You can write this down. You need to find your field of favor. Wherever your field of favor is, there's harvest for you. God has already prepared a field of favor. You just being here, when you find your field of favor, there is an acceleration for you. Meaning there's the God factor, and you just got to kind of jump on this wave. What do? Let's get to some practicals. And then Chris is going to share the opportunity with you. I'm going to have Chuck teach a little bit about building an organization. All right. Number one, you got to involve people. So what George just said, what did Jesus do? Right here, Jesus multiplied a ministry. He multiplied a message. See, once you find your field of favor, you've got something to offer. Well, guess what? You got something that's going to offer people better health, an opportunity for better finances, a family. How many of you are excited about being a part of something that's kind of like a family, right? Something where you can build some really awesome relationships as well. Well, this is what we're talking about. So people. So here's what you want to start to do, guys. And we have an app that Chris is going to be telling you about where we're going to let you do this right through your phone. You want to start to prayerfully make a short list of about 30 to 60 people. Now, why? 30 to 60 people. Because what we're going to be doing is we are going to be letting people taste and see. How many of you know the Bible says, taste and see that the Lord is good? Right? We're in the 21st century. Taste and see is a great marketing approach. If it's so good, well, then let people taste it. If it's that good of an opportunity, let people come and participate. If it's that good. And what we have is that good. So let people taste and see. We're going to let people taste and see. You're going to want to get some of this product. Here's some breaking news. Let me give this to you right now. This product, the new Monavie 2.0, new and enhanced formulation, ready? It's available for purchase right now. You can go get some right now. If you're not involved in this opportunity yet, get with the person who invited you. Sign up for $30, get you a kit, a case, and get on auto ship. Kit, case, and auto ship. It's available for purchase right now. Now, we're going to have some volume discounts. 3, 6, 9, and 12 case discounts are coming middle of next week, but you can buy some right now. So go ahead and get you some, because here's what you're going to do. And get ready, Chris. You're going to make a short list. These are your friends. These are people you love. George, I love what you just said. Who do you want to go on vacation with? Not just anybody. Who do you love? See, because when you love people, you're going to serve them well. That's going to be, do you know that love is a good marketing strategy? Love is a good marketing strategy. Why? Because when you love, you'll serve, you'll care, you'll go the extra mile with people, and that gives you a competitive advantage. Love. So who do you love? Who do you love? Write them on a list, 30 to 60 people. Then, like George just said, you're going to choose your first 2. Guys, you can do this today. I know we got a bunch of leaders on here. Hey, guys, just so you know, there's people on this call right now, that are already making good money in this opportunity right now. They're already in the black in their business right now, and we're just starting. So here's what I want to do. We're going to teach you a 2x2 to freedom. A 2x2 to freedom. Chris, what I'm going to have you to do is, guys, we're going to teach you how to get some product. You're going to get a hold of your top 2. Hey, listen, I found something. If they're close by, go get with them, shake this bottle, crack her open, pour it out, little for them, little for you, take a sip, get the nod going. This is good stuff, isn't it? Let them taste and see that the Monavie is good. Taste and see. And so now Chris is going to share with you the opportunity. Now, guys, you can go have them taste and see. We're going to have this all on an app. We're in beta right now on the app, which, by the way, you can go download this app, R3G, right? R3G. in the App Store, in the Google Play Store right now. We're in beta. But then you can share this opportunity. Let's just start with your two. Hey, could everybody on this call today make 2 quick calls? Go pour some Monavie if you have some. If not, get some shipped to your house. Could you go get your 2 today? How many of you think you could go with 2 people you love today? Go, hey, come on, join me. I got something good. You're going to be able to get healthier, better finances, be a part of an amazing family. How many of you think you could get 2 today? Anybody? 2 today? Yes, 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 yes. All right, Chris, share with people now. They've got their 2 people in mind. How do we now, at this point, share this opportunity with them and then tell them a little bit about the app? And Chris has already got a nice organization. He's been in preparation mode. And then, Chris, for a few minutes, share kind of what you see working and where you see this going. This is Chris from Rockwall, Texas.
Yes, sir. Rockwall, Texas. Thank you, Jeff. Hey, everybody. Good morning. I was just sitting here thinking that I was involved in the first Monavie. I got in kind of late. And I was thinking yesterday, this was shipped to my house. The FedEx, we were out, but I got the Ring doorbell. And so I saw him put it on the porch and it sat in the sun for 45 minutes. I couldn't wait to get home. And it was like all over the first time Monavie was shipped to my house. I could not wait to get it. The UPS guy was late. I couldn't figure out where he was. I was driving down the road with my flashlight, looking at everybody's porch to see if it got delivered in the wrong place. So just get ready. This stuff tastes fantastic. It's smooth. We're excited because my wife's been having some issues with her hand. And so I took a video yesterday. She can't, move her hands up for some reason. We don't know what's going on. Maybe it's arthritis. I don't know. But so we're going to have a good testimony there. I know that's coming because I've seen it happen before in my organization before. But I got involved years ago with the first one late, as I said. And I remember having the conversation with my dad and my sister about how to build it because it was new to us. We really had never done a binary type of plan. And we talked about building it perfect and just stacking people and putting them underneath and giving people away and everything. And we did this for about a year and a half. And we got the attention of Ron Prudhomme. And Ron came and did a meeting for us. And I remember him pulling up in this bus with Monavie all over it, had a big Hummer on the back pulling this thing around. And I was like, good night, look at this. And so he let me go up and look inside there. And I was standing in there with a buddy of mine named John Seichler. And I was looking at the table, his kitchen. It was like the little table that you just sit and, but it had his computer, had all of his work stuff there. And I nudged John and I said, man, look at this. This is where this guy works. He drives this bus around the country and this is his office. And I want to tell you something. That was a glimpse of freedom that I did not have at that time and I wanted it. I was working an 8-to-5 job. I was doing this Monavie part-time. And then we found out we'd been building all wrong. And so Ron told us, hey man, this is how you do it. And so, but then, the company was sold and the thing blew up on us. I was making a little over $4,000 a month. And that's not a whole lot of money, but I was doing this part-time. I was this close to making Ruby. I was working hard for the fly-in and almost got there. And then it just kind of, went south. But that was good money for a guy my age at that time doing this part-time. Now this time it's going to be different. This right here and the other product that we've got coming is going to be humongous. This is like just a new beginning all over again. I'm so excited about this. So let me do this. I'm going to share with you. And let me say this too, by the way, first. I know Brig is on this call. I saw his number. Thank you for doing this again. I know you don't have to do this, but I'm so appreciative because it's like hope has returned. We can actually go out and make a bunch of money, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. George, thank you, brother, for getting in touch with him and bringing him over. I'm very appreciative, and thank you, Ron Prudhomme, if he's on the call. I hope he is, for sending the text a year and a half ago, February, and saying, hey, Brig and I are getting the band back together. We hadn't started signing people up yet. We're just making them aware of a launch. And I was like, good night. Look at this. So Thank you guys very much. Now, let me get to the presentation. Let me share my screen. All right, can y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you've ever wanted to be in at the beginning, folks, you've got the opportunity right now to join a pre-launch. We've got $2 billion brands uniting to create the opportunity of our lifetimes. You know, when you hear people talk about being in on the ground floor of something, we haven't even built the ground floor yet. We're still working on the foundation. And you're able to secure a spot in this business before the hard launch in August. This is a true foundational position. You may never get a chance like this again in your lifetime. And you know what? Before I forget, I wanted to say something about the Monavie, about ordering this. Right now, you can go in the back office. It's going to ship on the 15th, okay? But you can go in and you can set up your auto ship and you can order the product now. But in your smart delivery, when you go in there, make sure that you're not set up on the old Monavie. There's a new place to pick this, okay? It's the new. So add that first, then click your old off so that it doesn't mess with your credit card and all that. But be sure and look at that and make sure you've got the new product that's in there. It's $129. That's fantastic, great price. And it is 75 CV now. So 2 cases at 150 CV, which is perfect for our builder program. So just wanted to say that. Now, let's move on to the next page here. So we've got Brig Hart and R3 Global leading the charge. Brig came out of retirement to do one last venture. If you're not familiar with Brig, he's got 40 years experience in the industry. He's had 2 stellar and extremely successful careers, making $100 million in Amway, over $100 million with Monavie. Brig's a man of faith. He loves his family. He loves his country and free enterprise. He's helped hundreds become millionaires and helped thousands to make 6-figure incomes. Very impressive. He is truly the leader in networking. We've got him, man, leading the charge. So we've also got Jeunesse. Jeunesse is a 10-year-old debt-free company. They did a $1.5 billion in business last year. All that business was done in 141 countries around the world. They don't really have a presence here in the U.S., so we're going to build the U.S. market. This company's won just about every award you can think of in networking, 491 in fact. They're ranked in the direct selling news as well as the Inc. 5000 in 2 categories. They've won Stevie Awards, Marcom Awards, Telly Awards, Videographer, AVA Digital, Direct Selling, and I'm talking several of each one of these awards, and the list just goes on and on. The company's led by Randy Ray, Wendy Lewis, their son Scott. These are 3 entrepreneurs with unbelievable knack for business. Just great, great people. So we've got Brig and R3 joining with Jeunesse, 2 huge brands to take our products to market here in the U.S. where there's no presence. We're in the right place at the right time with the right leaders, 2 incredible products. R3 and Jeunesse, they're about to take 2 exclusive lines of nutritional beverages to market. If you aren't familiar with Monavie, it's a nutritional blend of 19 different fruits. Here it is, with the acai berry being the crown jewel fruit. Acai berries come from the Amazon. They're considered a superfruit. Still to this day, they've got an off-the-chart antioxidant score. Monavie, along with Brig, leading the charge, took that product to over $3 billion in sales in 5 years. Somewhere around 2009, the company was sold, which is very unfortunate for everyone. The formula was changed. As a result, there was a mass exodus from the company and it eventually got into some serious financial trouble. But in 2015, Jeunesse came to the rescue and bought Monavie before it completely disappeared forever. Now Jeunesse, along with Brig and R3, have brought it back a new and improved formula, and it's here. And again, it ships out on Monday, the 15th. So if you've been involved in network marketing before, you may be wondering what makes us any different. There's needed to be change in the way it's done to adapt to today's world. We're scrollers. Our attention span is short. We need a system to be plug and play, and it needs to really be simple. So first, let's talk about the old system. Once you're on the team, they'll tell you, hey, make a list of 100 to 200 people. You're going to get 20 on your left, 20 on your right. And they're going to tell you that out of that 40 people, there's going to emerge 5 to 10 that will really take off and build a business with or without you, and you're going to make a ton of money. That's tough for most people to do. I'm not saying that it's not impossible to do, but it's very tough for most people. That Get 40 system is really a throw them on the wall and see who sticks type of system. You got to put them in faster than they fall out. The third issue, which is really the result of a broken system is that 80% of the people drop out after 90 days. This is why people have kind of a bad taste in their mouth for these types of businesses. So what's the solution? Well, we've come up with a new system, ABC, Affiliate Builder and Consumer. What we're really doing is identifying what category each person fits into. Instead of trying to fit square blocks into round holes, we're going to identify what category you need to be in to maximize your success. That 80% number, I think, it could be that in the past, we're putting true affiliates into builder positions when they weren't really builders. So when you join with us, you come in as an affiliate, which is pretty much build like you want, and it's more product focused. You could actually say that the affiliate program is a slower pace, more relaxed way of building. Or you can choose to be in the 2x2 and 42 builder program, which is more fast paced and business focused. Now, in order to build, in our builder program, in order to be eligible to earn commissions, there's two things that have to be done. You got to be active and qualified. Active means you're on smart delivery for a certain amount of CV. CV stands for commissionable volume, and it's the point value given to each product. For example, a case of Monavie is now 75 CV. That point value is what our commission is based on. With our builder program, it's a requirement of 150 CV per month. Dollar-wise, 150 CV equates to about $250 to $300 a month, depending on what product you buy. Now, 2 cases of Monavie is 150 CV, and it'll run you $260 a month plus your shipping. So active, again, means on smart delivery with 150 CV per month. Qualified simply means you get 2 people. If you do these 2 things, you're eligible to earn commissions. It's really that simple. Now, but how do you make any money with just 2 people? And that's a great question. Well, there has to be a system in place that requires everybody to just get 2. And that's what we've done. This is what makes us different. The system, 2x2 and 42. The 42 stands for 42 hours. Everybody gets 2 in 42 hours. When we came up with the 2x2 plan, we noticed that in the Jeunesse Pay plan, that with just 2 people, you're eligible to make up to 750 team commission cycles a week at $35 a piece. That's $26,250 a week. Meaning, if you get your 2 people and everybody else does the same, and this works its way down by everybody getting 2, the potential is $26,250 a week. But how do we get everybody to get their 2? Well, we got to thinking and we thought, what about a deadline? We have deadlines for everything: bills, work, projects, appointments. Just about everything has to be done in a certain time frame, right? Deadlines are motivators. Well, why has multi-level marketing never required anybody to have a deadline? Well, welcome to our system, and welcome to the fix that's going to help alleviate your people dropping out in 90 days. Knowing that the potential with Jeunesse is $26,250 a week, and that's just on team commissions alone, by the way, how is it possible that you can make that kind of money just putting in 2 people? The secret of the power of you and 2 lies in the 42-hour clock. It's deadlines. The 42-hour clock is the engine that will drive this deep to those big pay levels. We want that urgency that the clock brings, because if we get everybody paying for the product and profitable, nobody will ever quit. That's long-term residual income for everybody. If 2 get 2 every 42 hours, that's everybody agreeing to be active and qualified, and you run that out for 1 month. 2 getting 2, that's 4 getting 2, that's 8, 16, 32, 64. In 20 days, you'd be 10 levels deep, and there'd be 1,024 people in your group. Go out 10 more days, and there would be 32,000 plus people in your matrix, and you'd be 15 levels deep. If everybody meets their deadline, we all make a very, very nice ongoing residual income. Now, we don't live in a perfect world, and you're probably not going to have 32,000 people in your group in 30 days, but we believe that you should be able to be 5 to 7 levels deep inside a month, if not 2 weeks, covering the cost of your product and profitable because of our system. You'll notice in the diagram, we're building bricks. You get 2 and your 2 get 2, that's a brick. We're going to build bricks 2 people at a time. The new changes that are coming on the app will cause your position to turn green when you get 2. When your 2 get their 2, their positions will turn green. The theme is going to be to keep it green. I'm going to let, if Ron is on the call, I'm going to have him talk about this in just a second when I'm done. If not, then I can kind of tell you what's coming. But now we're qualifying to find builders with some business transaction related questions. We aren't looking for everybody. We're looking for 2 like-minded people who understand a simple business transaction. And here's the qualifier questions. First, you want to just kind of clear their mind of everything they know about networking or multi-level marketing. And here's the questions. Would you exchange $300 a month for a product to earn, like Monavie, to earn an extra $700 a month for the next 12 months? Do you know two people that would like to do the same transaction? And can we connect with those two people in the next 42 hours? If you answered yes to those questions, welcome to the Builders Club. Your next steps are to enroll in the pre-launch with your sponsor's help, get on Smart Delivery for 150 CV, make a list of 10 to 15 people, connect your two with your sponsor, and let your sponsor help you in closing your prospect. And then your first order of business is to qualify for the free fly-in program. Our next fly-in is actually an event. It's a Time to Thrive launch function. This is kind of a celebration of what we've done, what we're about to do. It's Friday, August the 9th and Saturday, August the 10th. This is going to be for the top 25 couples or singles, founders and builders. Must be 2x2 qualified minimum to go. And so that's your first order of business. And Jeff,
Hey, Chris, real quick, let me just interject there, and then I'm going to let you finish up and bring Ron on about the app. So guys, we've got this Time to Thrive event coming up. Time to Thrive event. Now, let me just kind of stop here. Now, you're going to hear from a second from Chuck Morris. And Chuck Morris, he's going to tell you about Chuck and Nancy. As you get people around the fire, you get people around what's going on here. Hey, Chris, could you put up just that Time to Thrive slide that you had up there real quick?
oh yeah, sorry.
That you actually, that is a huge strategy, but this event is our launch. This is called a Calling All Builders. So let me just kind of take a second here. August 9th and 10th in Lake Mary at the corporate facilities, you are going to, we're actually at the Westin, you are going to want to be at this event. Now listen, the purpose of this teaching and training call is not to take an hour of your time on Saturday, and it's not just to give you a bunch of fluff. Everybody on this call, we want to help you get qualified so you can be at this event. And guys, it's not that hard. What do you need to have done? You need to get your two that Chris just told you. Guys, you can have that done in the next hour. Hey, I found something. You got to see this. Get them with your sponsor today. Get some product. Let them taste it. You can have your two done today. Get them a kit, case, and auto ship. Then help them get their two. It only takes a couple minutes. Chris went through that in 5 minutes. So the goal of this is we want everybody on this call to be able to be qualified. You have to qualify to be at this launch event. Like the past fly-ins, which I'm going to show you a video when we end here, this is not just open to everybody. So how do you qualify? You have to have your 2x2 done, guys. And you have a deadline. You have to have it done, I believe, by July 22nd. You have to go then to brighart.com under resources, under schedule and events, and fill out your application. Now, what Chris is just showing you here, the top 25, so you can get that done this weekend. We've already told you make a list of 30 to 60 people. Identify your first two. These are people you love, your friends you want to be on vacation with. If you got some Monavie, go pour them some. Say, isn't this good? It's back. We're getting ready to do it better than ever. You're going to get healthier. Let me show you how to make some money. Get them with your sponsor. Get your two today. Done. And guess what? Tomorrow, help them get their two. This weekend, you got your 2x2. Congratulations. You're welcome to this exclusive, historic launch event. Now, the top 25 businesses, Brig and his team, out of those people that qualify, they're going to look who has the largest businesses. And ready for this? All expenses paid to that event, the top 25 only. So listen, this will go down in history 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. This event is going to be historic. You're going to want to be there. And now let me tell you a secret. As a matter of fact, Chuck, I'm going to bring you on for a second. And then Chris, I'll come back to you to see if you can get Ron, if Ron's on the call. You not only want to be at this event, you want to have as many people possible on your team at this event. What does that mean? You helping them get their 2x2 done. It's called serving people, helping people. Well, Jeff, how much do I have to help them? As much as it takes, as much as they'll let you do. So Chuck, You and Nancy have already been in preparation mode with us. Quickly, tell us a little bit about what getting people to these events have done for you and Nancy's business. Tell us a little bit, Chuck, about slowing down to help people. You do such a great job with that. And then, Chris, I'm going to come back to you with Ron and with the app. So, Chuck, take it away.
Okay, can you hear me?
Hear you great.
Okay. Glad to be here with you today. Yeah, these events are huge. You know, I think we've had 4 fly-in events so far. Well, this one's going to be different. This is a launch event. So there's going to be some special things going on. You want to, you know, all it takes is a little bit of effort to get your 2 and help them get their 2. All right. There's a lot of you on this call that you may have, you know, you may have your 2 and one of your people have their 2, but you know, you got one other person who needs to get their 2 or just one more person. A little bit of extra effort will make a difference in doing that. So nobody is you know, excluded from this. All you got to do is get your 2x2 and you're in the running. Okay. And then Brig will select the top 25, you know, to come. We've had every time we've had a fly-in except for the first one, you know, we've had, you know, quite a few people there, and I can't tell you, it's exciting to be at the event, but it's more exciting to have a bunch of your team there, because when they go back home, they're you know, I like to say they feel 10 feet tall and bulletproof, man. And because your belief level goes through the roof when you get to see and be around all the corporate people and learn from Brig directly and some of the leaders. So yeah, you want to, you know, some of you may be thinking, oh, well, there's no way. Well, you know, yeah, there's plenty of time. So get out there and the way you do it is picking up the phone. There's no magical thing about, you know, building depth or you know, it's all about just picking up the phone, talking to people, and just, you know, there's 3 things that whenever you talk to someone in your business, whether they're personals or whether they're in depth, there's basically 3 things that I try and find out before I just start throwing mud against the wall. First thing is I ask them, why did you get in this business? Because if you don't know why they're involved, you know, like I said, you're just throwing mud. You're either trying to pump up somebody that you don't know what they want. All right. And it may be totally different from what you think. Sometimes you have to ask the question several times, because a lot of times people will tell you what they think you want to hear the first time you ask, and then you listen for what they say. If they say, hey, you know, I want to, you know, I want to make a bunch of money, get free. Okay. Well, why? Okay. Why do you want to make a bunch of money? What, you know, well, I want to bring my wife home from work. Why? Well, I really want to spend more quality time, you know, with my wife and my kids. Well, why? You know, so what happens is that in that process, you know, you'll get to a point where you'll kind of hear their voice crack and you can tell they got a little emotional. Well, guess what? You just found out the real reason why they're doing this. Okay. And that's really the key to everything. You know, the next thing I ask them is, you know, what do you hope to accomplish with this? You know, and you know, let them tell you. You know, a lot of this is just asking questions and shutting up and listening instead of trying to run your mouth, you know. And then once they tell me what they hope to accomplish, then I ask them, well, how can I, you know, what can I do to help you accomplish what your goals are? All right. So that's really the process of starting the conversation with building depth. Building depth, I used to have this thing in my head about, oh, you know, Brig would talk about building depth, and it was like, oh, I wonder what that means, you know, but really it's all about just building relationships. And so, you know, Jeff said, talk about slow down to speed up. Well, you know, Brig talked on the call Tuesday, I guess Thursday night, okay? And he said, you know, put 60 on a list, you know, and you're going to get 1 out of 5, all right? Well, 1 out of 5 is 12, all right? And out of those, and you get your 2 builders, okay? Then you're going to have some affiliates and some consumers. Okay. So, no big deal there. All right. But what you have to do to help these people get qualified for the event, or just to get their 2 and 42, is reaching down and find, understand that when somebody comes in new, they don't know how to do this. And so that's where building depth comes in, because you're going to look in your back office and you're going to reach in and talk to the people, at the newest people that have just come in at the lowest level in your back office and in your enrollment tree, and you're going to call them up and you're going to introduce yourself. Hey, this is Chuck. You may not know me. I'm in your Jeunesse business in your upline. Just wanted to call and introduce myself, say hi, find out, some things, and see how I can help you. And then you just building a relationship. All right. Then to help them, because they don't know anything, if they're brand new, you say, look, what I like to do is set up a time. Well, first of all, have you made your list? Well, now I've been thinking about, well, it's important that you make a list and you write it down. I talk to them about, what are the qualifications of the people that you want to put on your list. All right. Those things are all written out. Your upline can get you information on that, documents that'll tell you those qualification characteristics. So you go over those with them. Then you talk about picking those first 2. I like to tell people, think about it. If you were going to have to go out and borrow $150,000 to expand your business or to start a business, and you had to put your house up as a collateral for that, and those 2 people are going to run your business, and based on how they run the business determines whether you can pay that $150,000 note. And if you can't pay it, you're going to lose your house. Well, you'd probably sponsor some pretty sharp people if you wanted to be in that situation. You wouldn't go, talk to your broke neighbor that's, sitting on the couch drinking beer every night, and doesn't care about other people, Right. So you think about those things. So you go through that, then you say, let's set up a time to make phone calls, and I'm going to help you do that. And then you explain to them, find out, if they know how to make a 3-way call. If they don't, you teach them how. You can even practice before you do it, and then explain to them what you're going to say to people. I was talking to someone in depth the other day, and I said, I just called and wanted to help you make some, phone calls with people on your list. And he goes, well, I kind of wanted to talk to them first, because I didn't want you just, attacking them, right off the bat. And I said, well, we ain't going to attack anybody. We're going to talk to them just like I'm talking to you now, and all I'm going to do is find out what they want and see if we can't help them get it. So there's a lot of,
I want to ask you a question. Can I ask you a question real quick? Sorry to interrupt you. Hey guys, so if you're hearing, do you hear that, what Chuck's doing? He's literally picking up the phone and helping somebody, not the people he personally brought in. He's helping people on their team. He's seeing it like his family that him and Nancy are taking care of. And do you notice that? He's not just sitting there waiting in his back office, hitting refresh to see if any volume's moving. I got news for you. The volume ain't going to move unless you move. So what he's doing, he's calling people on his team, introducing himself, helping them launch or get started, find out, introduce themselves. So we're talking about you. Here's what we want to get done. If we can help everybody on this call get your 2 by 2. Let me just show you. This is our visual. I just want to see the visual. We want to help everyone on this call get here's your 2. You got to start with you. You get your 2. Everyone on the call should be able to do this today. What are you doing? You're making a list of about 30 to 60 people. You're going to choose your top 2. You love, they're ambitious, they're doing something. You're either going to make a phone call to them. We're going to start leading with the product, guys, by the way. We're going to start let them taste and see that the Monavie is good. And then we want to help you this weekend get your 2 by 2 done. And then we want to welcome you to event that we have coming up on August 9th and 10th. Now, Chuck, we've been having events for the last 3-4 months. While I find this slide, tell us a little bit about your progression of your team, right? Here's some of our pictures from our events. We've been having a bunch of fun. People have been catching the vision. But Brig, Chuck, share with us, as you've seen your first flying. How many people came to your first flying with you and Nancy?
One.
One.
All
Okay.
right. The next one, I think we had about 29 people.
Wait. So went from 1 to 29.
Yep.
Okay.
Then I think the next one we had 43 people there.
Now hold on. The most important one was the first one because that's where your belief went out the door, right? I mean, you just all of a sudden believe.
All
Then
right, so
29. Then go ahead.
then 42. And then the last one, I think we had about 29 people there. And, so and what you see immediately after the fly-in, you're going to see your business grow if you've got new people there, because their belief level goes up, they get excited, and they're ready to rock and roll. And it's just like, and that's why that 42-hour time clock, I have to be honest with you guys. When we first started talking about the 42 hours, I was going, that's too much to ask of people. Well, guess what? It puts a sense of urgency into the business like it's never done before, and so people act, and they take action. And the most valuable time is after the first 42 hours, the first 2 days after someone gets involved and make their decision to get involved with the business. So that's why we want to take advantage of that, and because their belief level is at the highest it's ever going to be until they start making a lot of money. Because you realize they're starting a business that they don't have a clue about, and they're just hoping and praying that it's going to work to accomplish whatever their goals are that they have. So what little belief got them to move off the dead center and take action and sign up and buy their pack and get on AutoShip, it's at its highest level in the first 2 days, because they haven't talked to anybody that's tried to steal their dream or anything like that. So, by the way, I've got some pictures here that Brig wanted me to share. If it's okay to do that real quick.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Okay. Now, those of you that know Brig, you know that he does some really cool swag. Okay, and so let's see. I'm going to share some pictures he just sent me. All right, are you seeing that?
Woo!
Okay.
Smoke!
All right. This is just some of the swag that's coming down the road. One of the reasons you want to be at this event is because I can guarantee you there's going to be some swag there that you want to get your hands on.
Hey, Chuck, is Brig going to come in on a Harley with that baby right there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, isn't that good looking? Man, you got the Monavie Squared, the MX-20, R3G Team Squared, third day business op. Then you got your 3/4 length shirt. Look at that, looking sharp, man. There's the back of it. Feel it, share it. If you hadn't figured out yet, Brig's big into brands. The 2 is going to be really prevalent because everything is the second time around. There's the hat, looking sharp. Now this is cool. Look on the inside here. I think he's wanting to do some subliminal, 2x2 and 42 to freedom, R3G2, MV2, MX2.
Love it.
You can feel it, share it.
Love it.
Then you got, for those of you that are up north, we don't think I need one of these in
Alaska.
Florida.
Michigan.
You got your best. And third day biz op, drink it, feel it, share it. And there's your wristband.
Oh, I'm in. Come on.
So, hey, man, just a little teaser there. And I'll hand it back to you, Jeff, unless there's anything else you want.
Chuck, thank you. That is some sharp gear. Hey, hold on. I want to make sure. There we go. Hey, guys, I just got this in too. George Reed. Hey, George, get ready. I may pop back to you here real quick. Hey, guys, look at this. Woo! Look at these buses. Chris King, come on, baby. Who's ready? Yeah, George. Who's ready to get all Hey, what do you think will happen in your neighborhood when all of a sudden you pull up with one of these babies decked out? Now, I'm just guessing. Remember, guys, we got another silver bullet coming here in just a little bit. And we got our buses, our cars, and I ain't talking about some Pinto. I'm talking about some of our nice cars swagged out, right? That's George. George, unmute yourself. Whose buses are those?
That's mine. That's the Tahoe. That's Ron's. His Homer is completely wrapped with the Monavie. Looks like the jungle. And,
Hey, guys, I got an idea. Here's what you do. You do a home meeting at your house. You invite everybody you know. And tell you what, before they show up, you have people like George and Chuck and Chris and Brig and myself and some of your leaders, Marty, show up with the decked out coaches like that. They're all getting in, baby. They're all getting in. Now listen, what we want to just tell you about, guys, and we're just about done. We are talking to you about a sustainable business, right? I know we've just done some basic training. How many of you, I'm just going to take this off. How many of you, wave hand, how many of you got something already today that's helping you with a mindset, something there yet practical that you can do today to grow your business? Anybody getting anything out of this? I'm looking. Guys, we don't just want to help you. Now listen, if you make an extra 2,000, 10,000, great. How many of you want a sustainable business that for the next 5, 10, 20, how about something you can pass down to generations? Guys, one of the things in this industry, and this is what Brig and Ron Perdome and Chuck and Chris and George, your leaders are going to teach you. And Brig Hart has an understanding of this like nobody else on planet Earth, is you've got to serve people and help people. And guess what? That's what Chuck was just teaching you. That's called depth. That's called depth. Do you know that in the Jeunesse plan 20 deep, you're a millionaire? Now, by the way, there's some extra bonuses and some extra stuff that we're in the midst of, we're talking about. But if you build depth, you're 2 by 2, right? Then a block of business. Then as you build 2 by 2, 5 levels deep, then depth, you're going to have a sustainable business. And that's what we want to build for you. Something where you can produce wealth for the long term. Remember, Brig in his last venture helped 500, there you go, Chuck, helped 500 people make a 7-figure income. Let me just say that again. I don't want this just to go in one ear and out the other. He helped 500 people go diamond. That's a 6-7-figure annual income. You got people like George Reed on the call. He was a part of it. Why do you think he's so excited? That's one of his motor coaches over there. He knows. So some of you have to just take this basic teaching we're teaching you. Now listen, if you can't do these basic steps, this may not be for you. What are we talking about? You're on this call today. Today, can you make a list on your, here's mine. Ready? I got mine right here. Get yourself a pad of paper. Get yourself a notebook right here. And make yourself a list of names on paper. Pray over them, just like Jesus did. Lord, who are your top 2 that you are on your heart first? Make a phone call. Go let them taste some product. Crack this open. Give them a taste. You have a taste. Welcome to the family. Give me your credit card. I'm going to bless you. That's it. And then help them do that. And Chuck just shared with you, you help them do that along with them. And you get your 2 by 2 done this weekend. How many of you think you can get your 2 by 2 done this weekend? Can you get your 2 by 2 done this weekend? Come on.
Absolutely.
Get the person who invited you on the phone call with you right after this call and say, hey, I want to be at this historic event. I don't want to be left out. Help me get my 2 by 2. Hey, leaders out there, how many of you would take some calls today? And
Hey, Jeff, on that note, let me just say that this technology, Zoom technology, is here to stay. This is why, one of the reasons why Monavie is going to go faster is because of this technology. It's great to be in somebody's home face to face and let them see who you really are by using this technology. Zoom's only been around a couple of years. Network marketing's been praying for something like this when you can have 50 to 100 screens on here and see your folks. I see some folks that are getting folks together in their living room and letting you do the talking. It's great. I'm telling you guys, we got to take advantage of this Zoom technology and do three-way calls with it, intimate calls with it. Brig will do calls with you guys. I'll do calls with you guys. Chuck will, Jeff will. We all will. Let's just get together. This is a Monavie family. We're all in this together. We all want us to succeed. So,
Amen. Hey, Chris, did you get Ron on the phone? Is Ron, are you on the call, buddy?
I think he texted me and said he had a weak cell. So
No problem. No problem. Chris, was there anything real quick? I want to kind of wrap it up. Anything real quick you wanted to share on the app or anything?
Ron said, let's save it for next Saturday.
I like that. Hey, guys, I'm going to share one last thing with you. I hope I got this queued up okay. I want to tell you what. I hope being on these calls, as you come to these events with us, again, we are a family. We want you to be a part of this family. We want you to know you're loved. We want to serve you and help you and care about you. Nice motor coaches there. I want to play this 3-minute video for you, and then we're going to wrap it up. This will give you a little bit of an idea of what it's like. Part of this. Can you all see this okay?
Not getting any sound, Jeff.
No? Huh. No sound? Oh, man. You guys didn't get any sound on that? Oh, I apologize. Okay. Technical difficulty. Hey, get with the person who invited you. Now I got to try to shut it off on my end. Yeah, get with the person who invited you. They'll show you this video that we just did on our fly-in, right? Briggs praying for Alan, right? We're a family. We're a family. And guys, we want you to leave here knowing that you're going to build relationships, build wealth, get healthier. We've got Brig and Lita, right? Many of you know them. You're going to get to know them. Here's the different factor. They actually care. They actually love, right? I already told you, love is a powerful marketing strategy. It sets you above and beyond. So listen, we're done. Let's your takeaway. Let's just keep it real simple. You make a list. Ambitious people that you think will be excited about this. You love them, they love you. You give them a call. Get your sponsor on the phone and they'll call them with you. Let them try some product. Share with them over the phone, on a Zoom, the PowerPoint that Chris shared. Get your 2 today. Come on. Who's going to get 2 today? I want to see your hand. Who's getting their 2 today? Yeah, I'm looking. Hold on, I'm just looking. I see you, Isa. I see you, Josh. Come on, baby. I see you, Marty. Whoa, hold on. Marty Collins is on the phone. Stop the train. Marty, unmute yourself, my friend.
Hey, Jeff.
Buddy.
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing good. Marty, we are wrapping it up. Hey, share with everybody. Guys, Marty is a real successful businessman in Central Florida. Marty, real quick, how did you hear about the opportunity? What are you so excited? I mean, you're building hotels. Your wife's a real estate broker, right? It's not like you just got a bunch of time to do whatever. What are you excited about? You got Olympic athletes joining you. What's going on, Marty?
Well, it's a commitment level, Jeff. We're here in Central Florida, just west of Gainesville, and I'm going to make this real short. You guys have, I've been driving, so I was on my phone listening. There has been some really great content to teach you guys how to go do this. But no, if you're thinking that someone is way too busy or have too much going on, listen, Jen and I are the 2 busiest people on the planet. There's about 5 hours a day now that we do nothing but sleep, okay? So I don't want to hear someone's too busy. But one of the biggest key things if you want to be successful on this call, it's speaking of the athletes, that's gold medalist right there. Probably
Come
got
on.
a gold on the phone, but here's the deal. If you want to be successful in this business, it's a commitment level. If you're going to work it part-time, full-time, or no time, make a commitment. But most of us on this call are looking for another part-time income, okay? So with that said, a part-time income, you think of like if you go apply for a job at McDonald's, part-time, they're gonna set you a schedule. So the most important thing you have to realize is you can't tell them when you're gonna show up, okay? It's gonna be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4 to 8. So if you're part-time, make a commitment. This is the hours, because if you're not working in or on your business on a daily basis, your business will come back to you, which is only you, okay? So it's a commitment level. So if you're on this call today and you want to make $500,000 a month, or there's faces I'm looking at right here on this screen that are here to make 5 figures a month in the next 90 days starting a part-time job that can pay you something like that, just understand this thing will pay you a lot more than you put in it. But the hardest part is getting this thing to about 10,000 feet. And another thing is, I'm going to tell you right now, doubt will take you out of this thing in the first 60 days, okay? So how do you remove doubt? Chuck said it huge. Don't ever forget why you started this journey. So if you started this journey to make another $1,000 a month and you think after 60 days it's getting hard, at what you're currently doing, what would you have to do to create another $1,000 a month income? Okay, so that means overtime, right? For most of us, we have jobs. So how many hours a week would you have to work to create another $1,000 a month? Number one, they're not going to let you because it's just not in the budget for you to work another, 12 hours a week to create $1,000 a month income. But what we're going to teach you with the R3 Global Systems and the leadership that I can see right now, there's Chris, there's Chuck, there's Jeff, George, all these people. Listen, you have the best of the best in the industry with the most successful guy with his system. You follow the system, but here's something real clear. In the next 30 days, half the people on this call are going to want to quit. I'm telling you before that thought enters your mind. Do not, if you're brand new on this call, don't go tell all your friends and family what you have without consulting with your leader. Your leader will help you because we know what you're going to face. They're going to tell you those things don't work. And you know what? Typically, they're right. Doesn't make them bad people for telling you that. But you just have to understand one thing. Don't do this alone, because if you do, you will fail 100%. Don't try this by yourself. If we have a product, I'm going to share some things with other leaders, some ideas that I have. There's 2 things that we have to do. We either have to remove objections and definitely teach people how to overcome objections, because if you're not careful, I can see some people smiling right now. If you're not careful, that person that you care and love about will have you convinced in 40 minutes hanging out with the wrong people that this won't work. And more importantly, you can't be successful, okay? So you go hang out with those people and listen to what they're saying. So you get with your leader. Make a list of 10 to 15 people. Let's start with a couple people. Consult with the person that got you in the business. Let's get to the top. Let's give you some help. Before you talk to a soul, make your list and let's help you narrow that list down. Because remember, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and always you can't say the right thing to the wrong person, okay? Listen, I could talk all day about this business. If you see some of us are branding this R3 Global, let me tell you something, brother. You can have the best product in the world, but without a system, that's the reason if you're in Wisconsin or San Diego, that thing, that golden arch, the reason the Big Mac tastes the same, it's simply a system. And the reason they have thousands of McDonald's across the country, it started with one man had a vision with a system. And that man is Brig Hart. And I like whoever said $2 billion brands coming together with a system. The key is, guys, we have a system. So, don't give up. Don't, half of the people on this call probably are not going to be here in the next 60 days, okay? And I'm saying it factually, statistically in the industry, The people that are excited today, 60 days from now, have their dream stolen. So it's not going to be easy. Just making an additional $1,000 a month is not going to be easy, but neither is working 40 plus years in the workforce. If the government still has the money left, that wasn't easy saving for 40 years to get that $1,000 a month. And I could talk all day long, but congrats to the guys and gals that's on a Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. You're doing what most people aren't doing. Most people are on the boat right now. You're out here talking about and listening to some crazy people talk to you about how to make some money. Guys, the people that are doing the talking are the ones doing the deal, okay? So thank you guys so much, man. I look forward to seeing all of you at the top. And just number one thing, remember, someone today is going to tell you what you're doing will never work, okay?
Hey, Marty, I want to interrupt you real quick. Hey, guys, this is important. Marty, real quick, and we're done, guys.
Yes.
Marty, real quick, tell the story. You called somebody about the opportunity. They said no to you. You asked them if they knew anyone who had tried Monavie. You found a book. Real quick, give us the 1 minute. What happened? Because, guys, Brig and Lita have done $3.5 billion of this product. There's a bunch of people out there that love it. They just need to know it's back.
No question. So
Marty, tell that story.
Your low-hanging fruit is here. If anybody's friends with me on Facebook, you can see one of the posts I posted. I've got 3 leads off that post. People either A, going to build a business or want the juice, okay? So here's the deal. So as we're getting started, I call a guy, and he said, man, my wife has told me I could never do another network marketing company. And I said, you continue that relationship with your wife, but I said, I have a question for you. Do you know anybody that was in Monavie? He said, oh, yeah, I know several people that was in Monavie. I said, do you know anybody that made any money? He said, oh, yeah, one of my friends did really well. I said, give me his phone number. He said, okay, I'll text it to you. I hung up. I called this guy. Guess what he was? A blue diamond. In 25 months, his check didn't drop below $10,000 a week, and he had no idea that it was coming back. And guess what? Another blue diamond, which was his sister-in-law, is now in the business. And you know what I did? I did have to call the guy that gave me the number, and I said, listen, I know your wife said you couldn't do the business, but if you want to sponsor a blue diamond that has another blue diamond, then you have the opportunity. But if you don't want to be involved, it's okay, but I'm getting ready to put your friend in because his check was $10,000+ a week for over 2 years. He wants to get it back. So don't ever take no. Listen, when someone gives you a no, it doesn't always mean no. Listen, ask questions. So if anybody was in Monavie or even had the product, don't just keep digging, guys. I don't know how to say this. I guess I just want it worse than most people because I'm telling you right now, me and Jen are excited about this business. And you know what? This is the only business that we have right now that there's no downside to because there's no way I can lose. Guess why? My hands feel better. My ankles feel better. I'm simply sharing a product that we're going to buy regardless of the business. Love it, Jeff. Okay? We're going to get a percentage every time someone opens their fridge and drinks the bottle of juice, takes a drink. How cool is that? So don't look like you're trying to buy into something. Number one, you should want to be healthier to start with. If you're on this call, your health is most important. You can win a $100 million lottery tomorrow, which I don't play. I can't afford the lottery tickets, okay? But you can win all the money in the world, but if you don't have the health to support that, you'll never be able to ride in your coach if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. So you're not investing in nothing. I don't want to hear the word invest. You're investing in your health, and it's not investing. You can pay now. I'm 48 years old. I'm putting in my body today to determine how many pills I'm going to be on in 20 years.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. So it's no big deal. So number one, everybody on this call, forget it. It's not that you're investing one dime. You're investing in your health, which you should be doing. And then if you want to share the product with other people, they're going to pay you every time they drink it. And furthermore, every time their friends drink it. It's genius, guys. It's not rocket science. So don't stress over this big company that you're trying to start. It's simply going to pay you to help other people be healthier. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So don't overthink it. And there's other things I could talk about, guys, but we're going to end right there.
Amen. Hey guys, we're going to wrap it up. So you're going to hear a lot of testimonies about, you've heard just a couple today. More and more, you're going to hear about testimony. So, hey, hope you got something here. Believe you did. Here's the goal. Everybody out of here, get your 2x2 done. Join us at this historic event. You've already got your 2x2 done? Well, go identify a couple people today and help them get their 2x2 done.
Yeah, real quick. All right, this text right here, y'all can't read it, but I gave a guy a bottle of juice yesterday. His knee was all swelled up. He said, drank 6 ounces last night. My knee is 80% better in one day. Okay? All right, so real quick, this is 1 minute. So anybody on this call, don't raise your hand, but if you're serious, we're going to do a training in Gainesville, Florida. So if anybody's in driving distance wants to know, holler at me. But we're going to be doing a training in Tony McKnight's office Tuesday night. Here's one of the things I'm going to be teaching on. How to avoid objection, okay? All right, so here's the deal. Anybody on this call tonight or today that's serious about making money, we're going to have a deal for you. It's either going to be 3, 6, or 9 cases. I'm buying 9 cases. Why am I buying 9 cases? All right, you get 36 bottles. And if you're on this call, if you want to make a little money, we have programs for you. If you want to make a lot of money, I want to make a lot of money. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order 9 cases of juice. That's 36 bottles. I'm going to keep 10 cases for me to drink because you know what? I'm an addict like Brig. I drink more than 2 ounces in the morning. I drink more than 2 ounces at night.
I see you at the hotel. You just look like a wine bibber with all these Monavie bottles in your mouth.
That's where it's going, brother. Okay? So here's the deal. So if you want to order, just say 6 cases of juice. If you want to avoid objection, you do this. Make a list of 25 people that you want to hand out 24 bottles of juice to. Get on the phone with your upline. If you want to really avoid objection, let's place 20 to 25 bottles with a pamphlet that will be out after next week when we get some things finalized on the pamphlet. You hand a bottle and a pamphlet. 15 of those 25 people will call you to be a customer or want to know if there's a business side to this. And nobody's got their feelings hurt. And if you want to invest $500 to $700 and to see if you can make money with this, I promise, not that I think or I believe, I promise you, if you'll buy 9 cases, and we're going to have a deal on 9 cases, you hand out 25 to 30 bottles. And if you're handing them to the people that we told you, this is what you should do, I promise you, if you want to make some money, you can make 6 figures a week with 2 people. You want to make a lot of money and change your grandchildren's life, you hand out those 25 bottles. And we may stream this deal Tuesday night, but my training is going to be how to avoid objection, okay? And then if we get some objection, we're going to agree and overcome, okay? I thought that's too much money for that bottle of juice. James, that's exactly what I thought, man. I thought they were crazy for trying to sell juice for that. But what turned out to be true was after I drank that juice and my hands started feeling better, and in the mornings when I got out of bed, my ankles felt better. I thought that was cheap. If I can feel this good. Anyway, guys,
Good
we're
stuff,
on
dude.
the top, okay? Thank you, guys.
Hey guys, everybody, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining us for this Team R3G Saturday training. Listen, we got some people that are obviously excited. Hey, you'd be excited if you knew you were going to make a 6-7 figure income this year too, baby. So go get
And
your
there's
2.
the tools.
Go get your 2. Help them get their 2. Qualify for the August 9 and 10 event. Our next call will be a Tuesday night update call. Let y'all go. Let's go get them. Hey, leaders, let's take some calls right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Bless you guys. Signing off. Bye.